All right, so in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to use the Club Express emailing system. This is how you're going to send emails out to your members. All right, control panel, communications, emailing. Click on emailing, and when you do a search, you're going to see a list of all the emails that have gone out in the past. Okay, but in our case, what we're going to do is we're going to add emailing, and we're going to create a new one. So add emailing. And if you have used something like MailChimp before, this is going to look almost identical. It's identical to the point where I think this is MailChimp embedded in the Club Express website. It's that similar. So do this. Edit basics. Okay, first you're going to have a category. Because I only have access to my own group, I am, what they call a sub-chapter coordinator. Basically an area event coordinator, I only have access to this. So this is all that shows up in the pop-up menu. Now, if you have higher level access, then you may see more than this. You will have access to emailing the entire club or other areas or other little categories that have been set up. In my case, I have no other option. I can only email my people. Okay, allowed on view email page. What this does, on the home page of this website, in the menu bar, there is an option to view past emails. So you can look at emails that have been sent out in the past in case you missed one, or you just want to look, maybe you're a new member and you just want to see what emails went out recently. Checking this ensures that this email will be visible on there. For some reason, you're sending an email out that you don't want people to ever be able to see again, uncheck it. But if you want it to be something that is in the archive, essentially, for public, not publicly accessible, but accessible by other members, then check this. All right, your email address, your name, send either now or you can schedule it to be sent later. Obviously, subject, we'll call this future events update. All right, content is always going to be HTML. You can set an urgent flag if you want, but here is something interesting. Track opens. Club Express has the ability to let you see who has actually opened your email. So if somebody says, I never got your email, you can look at this and go, yeah, you got it, and you read it on January 3rd. It's a really cool feature, but unfortunately, I'm going to tell you, don't ever use it. And the reason is, when you use this feature, it embeds some extra code in your email that Google will flag as spam. Okay, this is a spam trigger is what this thing is. And it's probably not just Google. So if you turn this on, half the people you send the email to will probably never get it because it's going to be blocked or rejected as a spam email. So as cool as this is, don't use it, okay? All right, save. That's the basic information. Now we have to set up who is this email going to. So we do edit distribution list. You have two options. I'm going to talk about this one first. Create a new list. This is basically if you want to build your own custom distribution list. And by custom, I mean, look at all these options, all right? There's just everyone. I mean, you could send it to all the non-members. And by the way, a non-member, so we have members and non-members. Members are dues-paying AMOC members. Non-members are other people in the database who you can send emails to. For example, in our group here, we have several employees of Aston Martin and the local dealership that we like to invite to events. Those are non-members that have been added in. So I have the ability to add them to my emails. But like I say, you can select all active members if you just want it to go to just the members, no non-members. You can send it to your other admins. I mean, there's just a million things here that you can set it to. Odds are, though, you're not really going to use this very often because you can just use one of the predefined distribution lists. These are distribution lists we've set up already in the past, okay? You can see that every area has a distribution list set up, including mine, South Central right here. If I just want it to just quickly go to all of my members, this is what I select. However, you also notice I have this one set up for South Central as well, all active plus non-members. This is the one I like to use because almost every time I send an email out, I also want it to go to those Aston Martin employees as well. I like to invite them to everything. Okay, so let's just do that. I will select that, and then I will hit save. Okay, these are both set. Now, I highly recommend that you always check this. Click on this little triangle, and this will show you, this is a sanity check is what this is, okay? Because sometimes I have screwed up. I don't know, I just selected the wrong thing, and I ended up sending an email to 5 people or no people or, whatever. Just look at this and make sure this number looks roughly correct to you. This email will go to 151 people. You're also going to see down here invalid. Invalid are people who either never entered an email address or there's a typo. There's something wrong with their email address. So it's not going to go to 10 people in my group because they goofed when they entered their information. And then there's people who just opted out of getting these emails. So there are 2 people in my group that just decided they never wanted to hear from me again. Okay, but anyway, just make sure this looks correct. All right, now, like I say, if you have used MailChimp before, this is identical. Identical to the point. I think this is MailChimp. You can either just start your own email by just dragging these elements in, build your own thing from scratch, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to delete that. Instead, we have templates set up. A lot of the groups or a lot of the areas here have already built their own templates. South Central has one. This is the one I always start with. And as you can see, it's got a nice header and just South Central. This is my default template for emails. This is the only thing we're gonna usually edit here. And it's a regular, text editor type thing. It's actually, to be honest, it's about 20 years old, this technology. And this is not the best text editor in the world. But I'm gonna say, hi gang, I cannot type today, to tell you about some events we have coming up in the next few months, okay? And blah, blah, blah. I'll enter the rest of the email here, right? And you can insert all the usual stuff in here, and there's formatting as well. So you can insert lists and tables, and actually, I don't think tables. I take that back. I think it's just lists. So you have, minimal capability. You can do, the usual font selections and stuff like that. Okay. The important part, though, to note is that you can also insert hyperlinks. So say, one of the events, in March, we have a dinner event in San Antonio. Okay. If I want to make this a hyperlink, I can select the text and go up here, click it, and link to that event. So I will say a future event. This is the link type, future event. I know it's a dinner event. This will help me find the event. Just say dinners and lunches, and here it is. This is the only dinner event we've got coming up. Now I'm going to make this a text link because I'm embedding it in here, but I could also make it a button, an image, or a QR code. Now, unfortunately, the link text always gets mangled. Because I'm replacing the text dinner event, or I'm not replacing it, but I'm turning it into a link. You have to remember to retype that in here. If I don't, it's going to fill it with this. Okay, so dinner event. This will make sure the text remains what it says. Okay, and there's my link. All right, now let's say we had a different event. Let's say, dinner at, some restaurant. Okay, let's turn that into a link. Now this would be an external link. So I could say external page, and it's the same deal. I would just go, HTTP, I would just find the URL to, I don't know, McDonald's, whatever, some really horrible place that we're gonna have a bad meal. But you just enter the URL of whatever you're trying to link to, and it's got all the same options as well. Now you also have the ability to track the link clicks. You can see how many people actually clicked on links in your emails. Like before, I don't recommend doing this because this is also going to put some stuff in your email that Google will probably flag as potential spam. So best not to track things. All right, so here you go. Oops, see, now I screwed up. I forgot to replace the text, and so it replaced some restaurant with this. I goofed. So I got to select it again. And unfortunately, because this text editor is 20 years old, it doesn't remember there's no way to edit this URL. I have to start from scratch. External page, HTTP, www. McDonald's.com. And here's where I goofed, right? I had this in here. I need to change some restaurant, okay? So you just always have to remember to do this. This is a very common mistake. I screw this up all the time, and now it's correct. So that's how you insert the hyperlinks. So really, you just hit save, and voila, right? This is kind of the editor view of your email. By the way, you can continue to add things to this, right? Let's say you wanted to add an image. You can drag this image thing down here at the bottom, and then you can say, insert image. Oh, and by the way, I don't know what the difference between photo and images. That's weird. This is just one of those things about Club Express that's just kludgy and makes no sense. But anyway, just whatever. Insert an image. You can either upload your own image for this, or if the image is already in there, I don't know what do we have here? I don't know here. What's this? Yeah, sure. There's a restaurant. Hey, I found one. Okay. You can insert an image here if you'd like. You can also attach files. If for some reason you've got a file that you need to send everybody, attach new document. Maybe it's a release form. Maybe it's a sign up form. Who knows? Whatever it is that you're trying to send them, you can send that there. So when you're done with your email, it might look correct to you here. You might think, I can just send it. Don't do that, because quite often, and by quite often I mean a lot, what you see here isn't what you get. The first thing you want to do is go up here and press preview email. Okay? And you want to make sure that this looks correct, like what you want it to look like, because it might not. And even if it looks correct in preview, you always want to do send tests and send yourself a test email real quick before you send it out. And the reason is, this editor is really buggy, and it will sometimes blow the formatting, and you'll get some crazy results even though it looks fine here. One way to blow it out instantly is if, say, you drafted your email in Microsoft Word and then you copy and pasted it in here, guaranteed the formatting will get totally whacked, and weird, in really, really weird ways too. So it might look fine here. If you go into preview and it's all whacked out, you're like, oh my God, how do I fix it? There's two ways. The first thing that you want to try is just go into the edit thing, do select all, and then just manually force the formatting. Manually say, okay, it's all Tahoma and it's all 14 point. And this will, most of the time, fix the formatting problems, okay? This will fix it most of the time. But if it doesn't, then you have to go nuclear on it, okay? You go back to the editor and you look at this option here. It looks like I don't know what that's supposed to be, a paintbrush or something. It's called the format stripper. You're gonna go here and you gotta say strip all formatting. This theoretically strips all this stuff down to, it'll nuke it, okay? It's probably gonna even remove your hyperlinks. This is a last resort if nothing else works. And that'll strip the formatting, and then you can start over and reformat the whole thing. I don't recommend it, but I've had to do it a few times when the formatting got just completely whacked out. So anyway, once you've confirmed that the email's right, you've previewed it, you've sent yourself a test email, all you have to do is say send test, not send test, ready for delivery. When you press ready for delivery, it will not go out instantly to all of your members. There's a bit of a delay. It goes into a queue, and it usually takes anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes to send this email out. Now, this is kind of a good thing, because if you send it out and then all of a sudden you click that ready for delivery button, you go, oh my God, I forgot something to mention. You can actually back out, go back to emailing administration, and you'll see, well, in my case, it's a draft. It doesn't say sent yet, but it will say sent. Or at least, it'll say, I'm sorry, it won't say sent. It'll say pending in queue. You now have a couple of minutes to cancel that, okay? Now, unfortunately, there's no way to cancel the queue. It's going to go out. But if you're like, oh my God, I totally screwed up, you can delete the email. And if it's still in the queue, if it hasn't been sent yet, that will stop it from being sent out to everybody. I've had to do that a couple of times where I totally screwed up and I did a panic. I'm like, oh my God, delete the email. I don't need that. I don't want that going out to everybody yet. But like I say, you don't have a lot of time. It might only be 1 minute that you have before this. If it's a 2 a.m. and there's nothing else in the Club Express queue on their servers, it might go out in 30 seconds, right? So you got to act quick. But anyway, that's all you have to know. But after a couple minutes, when it does send it, it's going to change from in queue to sent. And once it's sent, it goes out. Everybody gets the emails, and that's the end of it. And so on and so on. Now, if you did save it as a draft like I did, you go to Actions, and you can still edit it, right? You can edit your email, or let's go back there. You can also either view the email or copy. If you want to duplicate the email. I've duplicated it a lot. So whenever a new member joins, I don't write a new email from scratch, right? I just take the previous welcome email that I sent and I duplicate it and then edit it to kind of customize it. So you can do all that. Anyway, that's all there is to know about the emailing module. Hopefully it all made sense.